There is a warrior inside of all of us. It's time to find that warrior and trust your inner self. I am Megan Bryan, and this is Moments with Me, Island Sweetheart. Hi beautiful island warriors. So today I have a moment. Liliana is not here and her room is clean, and I want to show you guys her bedroom. It is my masterpiece, probably one of my favorite works of art besides Liliana herself. And I want to show you just some of the magic that we've put into. I've completely redone her room a few times, and after the hurricanes I really started putting all of my extra time, my extra little cents and dollars into her bedroom. So now that we have a moment, I want to bring you guys in and show you what we have. So here are some paintings in Liliana's door frame here. I really love the archways, and these are super special because I painted them myself. Liliana would be sleeping during the hurricanes, and this is just something that really relaxed me. There was no power, there was no AC, we just kind of be outside in the wind with her little, you know, flowers and stuff over her bassinet, just chilling out. And here's something that I worked on, and it's come a long way because I think it's going to be special for her when she's older. So now I'm going to bring you guys inside of her room and show you what we have. Oh hi, you're already here. Okay, great. So the first thing you see is Liliana's accent wall. I actually did the opposite. Most people usually do one accent wall, and I was like, you know what, we're going to have one plain wall and all the other walls are going to be accents. So for those of you who know me know that I'm really into interior design. I'm really into design for events and decorating, all elements of design really. So this might have been my second or third time doing the wallpaper. With no judgment here, but it was lots of fun. Honestly, they say you need two people. I did have a friend help me for a good bit of it, but some of it I did myself. I just stuck the corners, got a ladder, and pulled it down. There are some really great companies for wallpaper. I'm going to try to put them in the description so you guys can, you know, see the different fun things that you can do as well. Over here, we did some decals. I think quotes are so important. You know, I think when I have my hardest moments in life, I refer back to those little positive metaphors and quotes. And so another thing that Liliana really loves to do is get ready with me. She likes to sit on my vanity. I have a very big vanity in my room, and watch me get ready and pretend she's putting on lip gloss. She's such a girly girl, so we got her own little vanity, of course, and she sits here, she brushes her hair, she has her little mirror. And then of course we have the bed. My uncle Steve, he actually built her this bed, so shout out to Uncle Steve. Solid wood. He painted it her favorite pink color, and we have this color pink a few places around the room, and it wasn't even planned. It just really worked together. All the colors came together, and it just, you know, flows really nicely. We have, Liliana is in a stage. It's been a long stage, and I am not mad at it. She loves unicorns and mermaids. Everything is unicorns and mermaids. Mommy, I want a mermaid too. Mommy, I want to ride a unicorn. Everything is unicorn and mermaid. So something very special to me is this painting I got for Liliana. For her second birthday, we did a Moana birthday party. I actually have that I'll put the link in the description too as well, with some of her other birthday parties. And I try to do a special video for her every year and then give her one big special gift. And for her second birthday, it was this beautiful painting of what looks to me exactly like Liliana, little Moana. It was the first time I watched it was the night before I had Liliana in labor, and it's this turtle in the ocean, and Moana is just looking at it. And for those of you who know my story, I talk a little bit about it in some of my other videos. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. My dad got sick right before I found that I was pregnant, and he passed away when I was about 6.5 months pregnant. Liliana never got to meet my dad. He knew I was having a girl, he knew her name, but I kind of feel like her being, you know, on the other side of the water and looking at him is like on the other side of life, but she feels him, and she has an obsession with turtles. Turtles are a huge sign of spirituality. So there's something really special about this painting. We have a lot of rainy days in St. Thomas, a lot of days that I work long hours, I get home from work, and then I have work to do. Either it's my studying, my writing, my books. So Liliana, when she's not watching TV, or we're not reading, or we're not doing some workbook pages, she needs a play area, and it's safe when she's inside. So I created this little playground for her. I wanted her to have a place of imagination and growth. I think most of you moms and dads and big sisters or aunts and uncles, grandparents can really relate to that. You know, kids definitely need an element of play. So something I wanted to bring in, I can fit in this ball pit, I can slide down this slide, I can swing in this swing, so it's going to last her a while. But I just think it's a fun element of play, of get loose. I will say it is scary having this, because any 3-year-old loves to just put anything everywhere, but Liliana's been pretty good about putting every single ball back in. We really have an agreement here that once she makes a mess, it has to go back in the ball pit. So Liliana and I spend a lot of time right here. Sometimes we'll come in, we'll listen to music, I'll read a book to her. She'll just swing sometimes while I study, and it's just a really special little space for her. And she's actually at that age where she's now learning how to swim by herself, but we do spend a lot of mommy-daughter time right in here, and I just push her and we have a little conversation. So this was a really special addition to her room. As you can see, it's very strong. I got this on Etsy. If you guys are going to get one, I recommend having someone you trust. Make sure it's secure, make sure it's weight tested, but they can hold a lot of weight, so don't throw out. If you have beans, they actually work perfect for a type of swim like this. Okay, so my biggest thing for Liliana, probably my most money spent on Liliana, and the thing that I request at every birthday party, every Christmas, if you are going to get her gift, is books. So we have a whole bunch of books behind here, and I don't know how well you can see it with the closet, but there's a whole shelf, 3 shelves in here with tons and tons of books, and another one here, and there's just so many books. I probably have enough books to read every single day until she's about 5, maybe even 10, but she likes to read the same books over, so we have this little book area over here, and whatever we're currently reading or working on, because she tries to memorize it, we just keep them there, and then we have a pretty big thing about writing a message and passing the book on. So something I'm kind of trying to make a routine for us, and also teach her like it's okay to give something away when you're done using it, because you've got what you needed from it, but we're working on that. So another thing that I really love in Liliana's room are these TV shelves. I thought they were so unique and different. When I first saw them, they were like $59.99, and I was like, definitely not. I kept doing my research, guys. I highly encourage, if there's something you want, you see it, still do your research. I got this set of them, because it's $59.99 each or something, for $9.99 on Amazon. If you have time, it's probably free shipping. They were plain. And when I saw them, at first they had the paint on it, but when I found these plain ones, I had the pink paint from when I painted her wall, and I had the blue paint from when I painted another section of the house. And I just painted them myself, and they work great. In this first one, we have Liliana about 7-8 months. It was her very first picture day. And then we have Liliana at 1 year old. She's been going to the same daycare since she was about 7 months after I started to go back to work after the hurricanes. We have her at 2 right here, and then her brand new one just came back. This is Liliana at 3. So I always give her pictures as gifts at Christmas and birthdays, but she has these special plaques to hold on to just to kind of see her growth, because the growth is super between the ages of 1 to 10 or 15. You guys know how it goes. So now I'm going to talk about this little section. It really is the section where we put on shoes, put on socks, I sit here sometimes. Liliana can sit there, or I'll sit there. It's her little clamshell chair. It opens and it closes. And what works really great is, if you have a toddler like mine that has a bunch of toys that everyone so lovely gifts her, is having a toy box that doubles as a seat or mini furniture for your toddler. All of her toys, there really is a lot of room in here, fit inside of here. The colors match really nicely. I have the little book thing. And yeah, so whenever this gets too full, that's a sign for mommy to clear out some of her toys and give them to who needs. And now she's probably moving into an older toy. When she gets more gifts, we open them up and fill them here. So if you have a full toy box, that means your toddler probably has enough toys. Something else really special, you also probably know, if you've been watching me, that I do events. I do event planning, event coordinating. I work with many DJs, photographers, artists, and decorators, of course. And of course, we did a really big, beautiful first birthday for Liliana. And one of the things that I was so in love with was her birthday cake. It was done by Sugar Mama's Bakery on the island. Beautiful, beautiful cake. And we loved it so much that for Liliana's second Christmas, we had it done in a stuffed animal so that she could have forever. So she can hug it, it's life size, she has it forever. And I just thought it was so cool that we could keep the cake in a really cool, sentimental way. I spend a lot of time in this teepee, probably more than you guys realize. If you're calling or texting me, or I'm reading one of your emails, it could be in here or in her ball pit. But she loves this little element of play. They have so many different sizes in these. I used to have a bigger one, but when we started to collaborate her room to more of a fun, imaginable play area, we went down in size, and it's still great. She fits in it, I fit in it. We have her little stuffed animals and her little pillows to kind of line the sides, and it really is just fun. And we've kind of just decorated it with different dream catchers. Sometimes if she's laying in here, she fell asleep and naps in here. And just different little cute stuffed animals to add a little extra accent of fun to it and play. So we have her name here, of course. Liliana has two middle names. They're not hyphenated, it's just a two-part middle name. So we have Liliana, Luna, Penelope. When I'm really mad, that's how I call her. When I'm really happy, that's how I call her. But these are really cool. They already came painted. They actually match her exact bed frame that her uncle painted. And they had different scripts that they could do. I went with the script cursive, and I'm super happy with it. I had some nails up there already, and I kind of just did an outline of where I wanted to hold it with a pencil and screwed them in and placed it up. It was super simple. You think it would be complicated with all the loops, and it was super easy. So fun, easy weekend project if you guys want to add a little pizzazz to your children's room. So over here, we have Liliana's pink unicorn, another thing that ties in all the pinks and golds in her room. This is one of the more hot pinks. I believe it's called like berry pink at Home Depot. So this one came like this. Next to it, she has this doll. This doll is actually really special. Has red hair. Mine is pink right now. It's usually red sometimes. And her name is Megan. So I think it kind of reminds her of her mom, but it was given to me and Liliana as a Christmas gift from her Auntie Natalie. So we just keep it here. Liliana cannot play with it, but it does add a little extra element to her room. She gets to see it and not break it. When I was pregnant, I went on my very first hot air balloon ride in Thailand. If you've ever been to Thailand, if you've ever been pregnant in Thailand, it's very spiritual, very beautiful, but they are very protective of pregnant women. They all knew, even though I was like 2.5, 3 months, that I was having a girl, and that hot air balloon ride was really something that was just super magical and stuck with me. And my uncle, Liliana's uncle too, works in Maine. He works for an interior design shop, and he recently just sent these beautiful hot air balloons. We just had it put up, and I think it's really special because it's close to Liliana's bed, where she could just watch it and let it think of the idea of fading away with dreams and just happy moments. So thank you, Uncle Corey. Shout out to you for this beautiful future in her room. Okay, so my last favorite thing to show you guys, if you know me and if you've been watching any of our social media, You'll know that Liliana is even saying it now. She's talking about zodiacs, and I think she just hears me listening to it, doing my meditations. So my very talented, sweet, artistic cousin Miranda gave this to Liliana and me, because it really is a gift to me, for Christmas. She did her natal birth chart, sketched it out, and did the watercolor painting and framed it. So Liliana was born on June 6, 2017 at 3:51 p.m. in St. Thomas. You can go by the coordinates as well. So she is an air sign like her mother, but she's a Gemini, like her grandparents. There's a lot of Geminis in our family. She is a moon Scorpio, and she is a Scorpio rising, which I'm also a Scorpio rising, so I have a lot in common. But this is just super special. I don't know if you guys can tell here in our lighting, but the watercolor has the purples and the pinks, and it's just done so beautiful. And I think she's going to have this for a really long time. It's super special. I think when you know who you are, you can kind of navigate how you deal with situations just a little bit better. So I'm kind of trying to give this to her, you know, this whole natal chart story in a way that can help her in her growth. So I encourage that if you guys are into any type of astrology for your children, because I'll ask questions and it's great. Thank you, beautiful island warriors, for doing Liliana's room tour with me. If you liked what you saw and you're interested in getting your room designed or a layout plan, do not hesitate to message us or reach out on one of our social media platforms. We will get back to you. If there's something you have a question about or something you saw in the room that you'd like to order for yourself and you do not see it in the description, leave a message or comment below and we will be sure to answer. Thank you so much. If you like what you see, please hit that like button and share with your friends and keep subscribing. Bye.